Hey YouTube, it's Sharice here on Saturday, Cinco de Mayo. It is the 5th of May. I'm so happy, so thrilled. In exactly 2 months from today, I will be moving. So I'm really excited for my move, for my new jobs, and just everything that's coming up in my future. Yo, I look mad low-key buff. I low-key look mad buff. Those words did not come out right. But yeah, this is going to be Get Ready With Me. I'm getting ready to go get lunch, and then I have to work at Ulta until 9, and then one of my coworkers is having a little get-together at her place for Cinco de Mayo. So I plan to go to that after work. So this is what my skin looks like. I already have cleansed, toned, and moisturized. So we're going to jump right into primer. For my first primer, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. That looks like this. I'm going to do a pump up here, a pump over here, and a pump over here. 3 pumps of that. I'm going to work that into my skin. And I'm doing something a little different. I do actually have music playing, but I hope that you can't hear it because I don't want to get any copyright infringement. So it's very soft and low. So if you do hear something when I'm not talking, it is a little bit of music. I have Lion Babe playing right now. The song is called Hit the Ceiling. I really like Lion Babe. I really like this primer. Let me go with one more pump. I really like it for all over my face. But I'm testing out. I already worn it, I think, once or twice I've worn this foundation. Oh, I was supposed to use my new brushes. That's what I didn't grab. Where are they? I have some new brushes I wanted to use today as well. Let me go grab those brushes. Be right back. Hold on. I know I can pause it, but I don't want to pause it. All right, I'm back. I have 2 new brush sets from BH Cosmetics. This is one of their special edition collections for their brushes, and it's the Sculpt and Blend Fan Favorites 10-piece brush set. Looks like this. And then I also have the Sculpt and Blend 3 10-piece brush set. I really like the original Sculpt and Blend, which is why I went with these 2 brush sets. So that one looks like this. So we're going to be using those brushes today for this look. I'm not one of those people, like, even though the brushes smell bad when they first come out, like, I don't really care. I just put them straight on my face. Like, I know it's probably bad, but eh. So that was my first primer. For my second primer today, we're going to go in with Benefit the Professional Matte Rescue in my T-zone. And I'm kind of running low on this. And this is a product that I like okay, but I don't like it a lot. I don't love it, so I will not be repurchasing. So I'm trying to use it up. It's almost empty. But just for some extra oil control in my T-zone area, I'm going to layer this on top of the Fenty. A little bit goes a long way. Literally, these 2 dots can basically do my entire face. Because it is a gel-like texture, I feel like it spreads really far. So I'm just going to spread it out and then just start to like pat it in to the skin. This foundation, everyone says that it's really matte, but my experience from the first time I applied it, well, the last time, I think I've worn it once, only once, was that it didn't look super matte on me. So I want it to be really matte. So hopefully this soft matte primer and then Benefit Matte Rescue will really give me the look I'm going for. Jadena is playing. I love Jadena. Bounce it up and down like a trampoline. I like some of his music. I don't like all his music, but I really do enjoy Jadena. All right, so we are primed. My face feels nice and like tacky. Feels good. Bruh, my arms look low-key kind of buff. I don't like that. I'm just skinny and I'm pretty toned, you know, like I don't really have too much flab. I'm getting a little bit of teacher arm, but it's not that bad yet. I'm only 25. But like when I look at my arms, like the kids were making fun of me for my arms yesterday. I had on a shirt. I had this camisole underneath my shirt, but it was sleeveless, and they were making fun of my arms. The girls were like, "Put that sweater back on, Miss Ishman, with your skinny arms." And I was like, "I'm a skinny person, so that's why I have skinny arms." And they were just making fun of me. 5th grade girls, like, why? It was really funny. I thought it was funny. I don't really show my arms like that because if I'm wearing something sleeveless, that means I have to shave my armpits, which I'm just not really into shaving like that. Like, it's just, I hate it. It's just like something extra, like why, you know? It's like, I know that I have the option not to, but I feel really weird because I am conditioned to be shaven, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I have the choice not to, but I feel like it's really strange if I don't. All right, so I'm just dumping out the brushes. They're all packaged nicely. We're gonna go in with this, what number is this? The number 123 brush. It's a flat top buffing brush. That's perfect for foundation. We're gonna use that for foundation. Yes, it feels really nice and soft too. This is what it looks like. It feels really good. I love the pink. Even though I'm not really a pink person, like it's not really my favorite color, I think it looks good against my skin tone. So, wow, it's so soft. So soft. Let's do it. So again, I'm using the Color Effects Powerplay Foundation in shade G110. Just gonna shake it up. It is a squeeze tube. All the claims of this foundation, let's see. A long-wearing liquid foundation formulated with innovative high-impact pigments that provide buildable medium to full coverage and a breathable weightless finish. A trio of ultrafine powders visibly blur imperfections all day without dulling or drying complexion. Clinically tested, paraben, fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc-free. It is a vegan foundation. So I'm going to throw away the box that it comes in. This is what the box looks like. Again, I have shade G110. It's on the top. Throwing it away. Just shaking it up, shaking it up. And this is a squeezy tube. Like I said, I've used it once before. So I'm gonna squeeze some on my forehead, squeeze some on each cheek. And I'm going for more full coverage, so I'm applying it quite generously. Also, Cinco de Mayo. Usually people celebrate just like Mexican culture on this day. It is not Mexican Independence Day. It is actually a celebration of Mexico's victory over France in the Battle of Puebla in 1862. That's where we get Cinco de Mayo. That is the true reason behind this holiday. The Battle of Puebla in Mexico. It was the Mexicans against the French in 1862, May 5th, of course. And the reason that is so significant is because Mexico was outnumbered. Mexicans were outnumbered by the French, and the French had more advanced weapons in addition to having more physical, like, soldiers. So as you can see, super easy to blend, really, really, really pretty foundation. I really like the finish of it. I got lots of compliments when I wore it to work. I think that was last week, Sunday or Saturday, I wore this to work. And I got so many compliments on like how I had such a soft, matte, velvety finish to my skin tone. And this was not coming from guests. This was coming from my coworkers and vendors from other brands wanting to know, what foundation did I have on? So that goes to show you that professionals in my industry peeped how flawless and bomb this foundation is on my skin. I really like the shade. On camera it's coming off looking a little like lighter than what I really am, but it honestly truly matches me quite well. And yeah, I'm definitely seeing the more matte finish to it now. I really like this brush for foundation. It's really good. BH Cosmetics 123 brush. Yeah. Don't forget to get under your chin and into your hairline a little bit. I like to like pull my bonnets back. I have on two. I put my fancy bonnet over my like regular black bonnet for when I film. I only wear my fancy bonnet when I walk my dog, like when I'm being seen by people basically. So when I go outside and when I'm filming. All right, so with that much that I applied, I have gotten full coverage. It looks really, really good. It looks good. Yes. It looks so good. And this foundation, even though like you can build it up to full coverage, it looks very natural on the skin. And as you can see, my pimples have decreased in size dramatically. This is a like fresh one. I got that one yesterday. I told the kids, I was like, you guys are making me grow horns. Here is one of the horns. If I get one on this side to match, it's because of y'all stressing me out. 5th grade. Yeah, last week was extremely, well, it's still this week, but this week has been extremely exhausting work week at school. Not at Ulta. Love Ulta. Okay, this brush, I love the way it feels. That's why I just keep patting it on my face, even though the foundation is already blended in. And I don't need to add any more. So now we're going to set my face with powder. I am going to use my favorite Coty Airspun in the shade Suntan. It's the darkest shade. It's a peachy pink color. I'm going to get it close so you can see. It's a peachy pink translucent kind of powder. You can see it flying through the air as I open it. There's already some like in the cap. I like to use a flat top brush. You can use a sponge, but I've just been using a brush. And this is another BH Cosmetics brush. This is a number 1. I don't know. It's another one of their flat top brushes. But it's smaller in circumference than the one that I just used. So I like to coat it with powder, and then I go in and I press the powder into my skin in the areas where you would normally highlight it to set the foundation into place, because I don't wear concealer. I mean, y'all that have watched me for a while, you know like my method and technique. So our look today is going to be pretty simple, and like it's a look I have done before, but we're going to use a couple new products to kind of like spice it up and add some flavor to it. I'm going to be using, in addition to a new foundation, a new highlighter that has like kind of a greenish shift to it, because I want my look to kind of be in line with the colors of the Mexican flag. So white, red, and green. So I'm going to try and incorporate those colors into my makeup look today for the celebration of Cinco de Mayo and their victory over France 155 years ago. I think it's 155. It was 156. I don't know, 1862, 2018. I'm not good at math. Yeah, I'm really not that good at math. 160, I don't know. I just know that I was born 130 years later, because I was born in 1992. So I tried to do that math. I'm not good at math. I don't really feel like thinking about it either, which is why I'm not gonna like figure it out. So I'm also pressing this anywhere where I might get creasing or where I need additional oil control. That's why you see me going in on my forehead and over my lids and my brow area, like the T-zone basically, and my forehead. I am prone to creasing in my forehead with some foundations. So I just really want to make sure that everything is really locked into place. Also doing my chin and around my mouth. I get tiny little creases on the corners of my mouth. And I'm pressing this powder into my skin. That's the best way to not move the foundation around and to really like make it last. So now I look really ghostly. My face looks super duper smooth in the areas that have already been set. Looking really, really smooth. And a little bit of Coty Airspun goes a long way. Like I didn't really use a lot, even though it looks like I did. I didn't really use a lot. And now we're going to go in with a more skin tone powder to do the perimeter of my face and to overlap and layer on top of the places that are already set, just to bring back my brownness. And one of my favorite powders for that has been, I feel like I should use my Bare Minerals, so that's available at Ulta. But one of my favorites, I'm going to use both, is my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder and Milk Chocolate Finish. This comes in 3 different shades, like a light, a medium, and a dark shade. I love this powder. It's beautiful. I'm going to use the same brush, and I do the same sort of process, except for this is a pressed powder. I coat my brush, and I go in and I press it into my skin. Press the powder into my skin. And basically this is all the places that you would not highlight or that you would contour. I don't want to listen to the song that's playing. I hope y'all can't hear it because I don't want to get copyrighted on this video. That's why I have it really, 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 really soft, because when I talk I can barely hear it. And I'm really like pressing it in. I'm sure you can see like how I'm pressing it in. That's how I get such a flawless airbrush finish to my skin, like a super velvety matte finish. And it's also how I get my makeup to really last, because I'm pressing all of this into the skin. You could do this with a translucent powder as well, but I like to use one that is closer to my skin tone to help bring color back into my skin, and because it helps to add another layer of coverage, because I like full coverage. And on camera I look super ashy, but I promise you in person, like as soon as I scoot back, you can see that I am cohesive with my natural skin tone and the rest of my body. Because people will try and play me, but I promise you, would Ulta hire me if I looked a fool? No. Just think about that. Okay. And like I said, I do overlap the areas that are already set with Airspun. I have powder all on my leg. On my leggings. All right, so I have everything all pressed in. Now I'm looking very matte, very flat, one-dimensional. So to add some additional dimension, I had to think of the word for a second, dimension to my face, I'm going to do a little bit of kind of contouring with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade 20 Deep Dark. I really like this for what I'm about to do. Let's see if there's a new dome brush I can use for this. It's kind of dense. Nola literally ran over here because she heard the plastic and thought I was eating snacks. She's like literally right here. Hey, Nola June. I don't have any snacks, mommy. No snacks. It's just brushes. Makeup brushes. I'm going to go on with the brush I already have been using lately. And that is an Ulta brand brush. It's their blush brush. I really have been enjoying this for blush and bronzer, contour, anything that has to do with the cheeks. So I'm going to take this shade. I'm going to apply it into the hollows of my cheek where you would contour. And I feel like it's the perfect shade because it's not too dark. But you see how that just adds shape, like it just adds some dimension to my face. You just want to be careful not to take it too low. So you see I'm kind of lifting up, hugging my cheekbone. If you feel like you did, you can take the brush you use for your powder, go over it. I love this shade. It's so good. I'm just tapping my brush into the product. Nola, here's someone. opening and closing their doors, so she's going to investigate. So she's barking. Oh no! My music's getting kind of loud. The song is a little bit louder than the other songs. But hopefully you guys can't hear it too much. It's Kimbra. I kind of don't want to listen to this song either. I've very much been like hooked on Migos, Walk It Like I Talk It. I love that song. I just, I love it. I also really love Drake, Nice for What. That song is just like, I love it so much. Like, it just puts me in a good mood. I've also been loving Cardi B's album, Invasion of Privacy. Like, that's just what I've been listening to lately. And you see how I just added a little bit of snatchery to my face? Also going to take this and lightly apply it to the sides of my nose. Nothing too like intense or precise even, because this brush is for blush. So it's really big. But I'm going to apply it down the sides of my nose. The bottom of my nose. Kind of in this hollow area next to my eye. See, that adds a little bit of depth. And I'm going to take a little bit of this around my hairline, very lightly dusting my hairline, as you can see. I'm like tapping and dusting. So I don't want it to be too intense. So I do have quite a large forehead. I don't even know what I'm going to do to my hair. I twisted it up, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we'll figure that out later. I'm going to do that off camera, because I really don't know how it's going to turn out. It's been a week since I've washed it. Normally I wash my hair once a week, but I wanted to see if I could go 10 days. Whoa, my face is looking good. With whatever's left over, I'm going to take down here, around my jaw. Take it on my chesticles, since my chest is a lot lighter than my face. Okay. We are almost done with the skin. We're going to go ahead and add that highlighter. And this is going to be where one of the places where the shade green is going to come in. Because like I said, I'm doing kind of a red, white, and green inspired look. The eagle, I'm brown, so I'm the eagle, I guess. That's on the Mexican flag. Or is it a hawk? Is it a hawk or is it an eagle? It's a brown bird. I know that much. It's a brown bird and I'm a brown girl. So the highlight I'm going to be using is from Becca. And it is one of their light chaser highlighters for face and eye. And it's in the shade Topaz Flashes Gilt. So it is Topaz highlighter, which is golden, but it flashes gilt, which I guess they associated with the shade green because it has green in it. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see what it looks like. It's so bright, like the light is like washing it out. I mean, from far away, it looks like it's just Topaz, the original Topaz, but it has green in it, and on the face, it shows green, and it's really interesting. I haven't really worn it out anywhere intentionally because it's like green, but I feel like it'd be appropriate for today to add like something fun to my look. Like, wait, are you wearing green highlighter? Like, people probably have to ask, like, wait, does she have on green highlighter? And I'm like, yes, I do. So let's find a brush for that. I'm going to open up the second set. I've used one brush from the first set. I'm going to open up the other one to see if there's a brush in here I can use for highlighting my cheekbones. I think I see one. Or it could be a crease brush. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. there's another brush in here. Actually, yeah, this will work for highlighting. So this is a BH Cosmetics number 140 brush. You can see that. That's what it looks like. It is really soft, but the bristles are kind of long. So, I mean, you can use this to diffuse. It's really big. Look at it on my eye. So I'm going to use this for highlighter. I mean, you could use it to diffuse eyeshadow on your eye, but I'm going to use it for my highlight today, which, like I said, is going to be Topaz Flashes Gilt from Becca. And you're going to see, hopefully you can see on camera how this literally is green. It has green in it. It's a green highlighter. I don't want to do too much of this because, oh yeah, you can see how it's green. Yes, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to distract from everything else that's going to be on my face. But I definitely want this highlighter today. I've been like waiting for a chance to use it. Like, when can I use this and it'd be cool? Look at how it's green. Isn't that fun? I thought it'd be fun for Cinco de Mayo. So I'm not going to do too much. I'm just making sure that it's nice and blended. Well blended out. Nola's like looking at me like, what are you doing? Making sure, yep, that it's nice and blended. We're also going to apply this to the brow bone like I normally do. So I'm going to have a green highlighted brow bone. I feel like this is going to be so fun with my look. Like, just something to add a little bit of something different. So it's not just a neutral look with a red lip, because that's kind of the look I'm going for with like this pop of green. You're going to see I'm going to add green in another place on my face as well. So yeah. I just did a peel off mask. One of the Freeman's, the Sweet Tea and Lemon. Sweet Tea and... Yep, Sweet Tea and Lemon Peel Off Clay Mask. I just did this. This stuff is bomb. It's almost like your face just got waxed. It really helps to like help your texture, like smooth out your skin. Because I do have a lot of texture in my skin because I break out a lot. But like my face is significantly like smoother. Like I see results. Smoother and just, it feels really good. Feels good. It helps to get any dead skin off as well. Just basically you rip off a layer of skin, which helps to smooth it out. Oh, this highlighter is so fun. It's perfect for the look today since it is green. I've worn it on accident one time. I thought it was going to be just Topaz. I didn't think about the Flashes Gilt part and what that meant. So I put it on my face and I realized that I am wearing green highlighter and I didn't intend to. Oh, that looks really pretty. And they say like if you have texture on your skin, which is true, like it's going to highlight the texture and like, I guess emphasize it. Bring light to it, which is not what I want to do, but I don't really care. Like I have imperfect skin. I'm an imperfect person and I've just learned to live with it and accept the fact that I'm probably just gonna be struggling with acne for my entire life. Most likely. But I'm just thankful it's not as bad as it was at one point in my life. It's gotten a lot better. Also putting this, ooh, down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Wow, that's very powerful in this area of my face, but the light is also like hitting me straight on. All right, with whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just gonna go and like blend the areas that already have it. I'm gonna put a little bit over my lip, whatever's left over. But yeah, we are good with the green highlighter. It looks good. I like it. Feeling it. I feel like extraterrestrial. Speaking of being extraterrestrial, I convinced a class of second graders yesterday that I am half alien and half human because my legs hyperextend and they bend backwards. And they totally believed me. And I was like, yeah, I can't teach here next year because I'm having to return to my planet, my home planet. And they want me to teach music up in space, which is why I'm not coming back next year. I really had them thinking that. I was like, y'all need to write a letter to the principal. Like, let her know. Like, if you guys want to, let her know that's why I'm leaving. Like, they really believed me. It was so funny and so cute. All right, so now that we're highlighted, our base is done. Time to move on to brows. Because I look really strange with this like super flawless skin and no brows. So I'm going to take the brush I used to apply my powders to my skin. And I'm just going to brush my eyebrows all the same direction using this brush. What time is it? Because I need to eat before I go to work. And I'm trying to debate, do I want Zaxby's or do I want to go to Starbucks and get a sandwich and a hot drink from them? Because I haven't had any coffee today. I haven't had any coffee or tea today. So I'm going in, I'm going to fill in my brows with the Wet n Wild Retractable Eyeliner Pencil. It's a favorite. Whenever I do my peel off masks, I'm kind of careless around my eyebrows, so I'm pretty sure I took off some more eyebrow hairs, but that's okay. I still have a little bit of eyebrow hair left. It's not like there was much there to begin with, so we're gonna work with what we got. Today is prom day for a lot of kids. Cinco de Mayo, prom, that's fun. In the area, specifically May River High School in my area. And one of the only reasons I really know about that is because the teacher at my school, her daughter goes to May River High School, and I've seen her in Ulta over the past few weeks picking up makeup for prom for herself and like for her friends. Yes, brow. Oh, oh, oh. And the brow comes out better than you thought it would. That's crisp. That's clean. I did this young lady's brows yesterday. She had naturally very full brows, but I was just teaching her some tips on like how she can make them look clean or like freshly waxed, because her mom, she's only 13. She's adopted. She was a African-American girl adopted into a white family, and they were having a little bit of struggles looking for stuff. And her mom was just like, her dad doesn't really want her to wear makeup, and I was like, I'll make sure that it looks very natural, you know, but it's gonna look, I was like trying to tell the mom it's gonna look natural to where dad probably won't see that much of a difference unless he's really looking closely, but it's gonna be glam enough for you, the daughter. So yeah. Yeah, that girl was sassy. She was 13. You know, that's the age. I remember being 13. I remember how I acted when I was 13. I was a hot mess. So, yeah. It was kind of funny. It brought me back a little bit to when I was her age. So going to like a ball. She said like a nice event, fancy. And the girl's like, my friend's gonna have her makeup done. But dad, I guess she doesn't want her to grow up too fast, you know? I understand, dad. I understand. I understand how you feel. Mom was trying to explain that to daughter. Daughter was just not really trying to have it. And I was like, look, I got you both. We're going to compromise. We will make this work. Just work with me. I have some suggestions for you. Oi! I need a spoolie, spoolie, spoolie. This one has one. This brow pencil. I just need to figure out what is happening with the tail of this eyebrow. Because I don't know. I don't really know. Wait, why did my music stop? I just realized my music stopped. I bet you my computer fell asleep. Yo, speaking of my computer, I thought my computer had died, but it didn't. It lives. It needed a day to recover, honestly. To be completely honest. It like, I guess it died and then it needed to be charged, but it was making this really strange sound, and I literally put it in another room just in case it decided to like blow up or something. Because I wasn't sure, because it is old. But it's okay. It's working and functioning properly now. But I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like, luckily I'm gonna have a work computer, so I don't really have to put anything else on that one. It's more like just taking stuff. I need to take a lot of things off of that one, honestly, just to save on an external hard drive, like important documents and pictures and things like that. All right, so my brows are almost done. As you can see, I'm taking a longer time today with this, especially my brows, because I have to work. And I try to like do extra for work, like really make sure that my makeup looks really good and nice and perfect and really, really nice. And then I'm also going out after work, so I want my makeup to look good for that, because I am not redoing my makeup. I'm not coming home at all. No. I'm wearing what I wear to work to this shindig. Take me as I am. My brows look really, really good today. Really, really good. Like, really, really good. All right. Now we can move on to the eyes. For the eyes, I'm going to be using a new palette and then an oldie but a goodie palette. The new palette is going to be the Patrick Star x MAC collaboration. This is his Goal Getter palette. Looks like this. It's a quad. It's really, really cute. Neutrals, perfect for every day. But we're going to mix in an oldie but a goodie. This is the Amrezy collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills, this palette, which I believe was limited edition. I still have it. I've hit pan on 2 of the shadows in here. It's been well loved, well used. I got this while I was in college, and this started my collecting of Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, because I love her palettes. They're so good. I love the formula of her eyeshadows. So we're going to be using the emerald green in here later, but not now. But we're going to use a pop of green from this palette. Most of the eye look is going to come from here. 2 shadows. I'm keeping it really simple today, really easy, really, really, really basic. Actually 3 shadows. So the first shadow we're going to go on with is called Swiss Chocolate. We're going to use this as a transition shade. It's this brown right here. It's matte. We're using it as our transition. Let me restart my music and figure out what brush I'm going to use from the new brush set. BRB. All right, we've got some Ella playing in the background. I love Ella Fitzgerald. I'm pretty sure I'm going to name one of my children Ella if I have a daughter. Like, I will have a child named Ella. If I have children and if I have a girl. We're going to use, oh, this brush is very similar. We're going to use this 140 brush from BH Cosmetics. It's super fluffy. It's very similar to the one I used to highlight my face with from the other set. I'm going to use this for my transition shade because it's really big and fluffy, like bigger than what I would normally use. So it's really going to diffuse the color into my crease. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Especially for this kind of look, it's not going to be super like precise or even like super beat, you know, like fancy. It's really easy, simple look. And this big brush is going to really like help get this shadow on there really nice and fast and diffuse it out. Wow, I like this brush for the transition shades. I like MAC eyeshadows, but I like Anastasia Beverly Hills better. Not gonna lie. But I really do enjoy these palettes I've been using from MAC lately. I've been really trying to go through all my new products and really give them a chance and test them out. So I can tell you guys about them in videos. And I really do like this palette, and I really do enjoy the formula of these shadows. First time ever using MAC eyeshadows was Patrick Starr's collaborations. Me using them myself. I've modeled for MAC before for some of their, like, I guess MAC certification training classes for their employees. And yeah, that experience was very interesting. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So you can see that transition shade is on, and it is very close to my natural skin tone. It's just like a little bit, just slightly warmer, I feel, which is the only reason you can see. It's not even darker. It's just a little bit warmer than my skin. It's really pretty. All right, we're gonna need another brush that's more appropriate for the crease, like a little smaller. Don't know if these palettes have that. I'm looking. We're gonna make it work. Ooh, that's kind of stiff. Ooh, that's also stiff. I need something that's a little more fluffy. This is really big. This is kind of big. These brushes are big. We're gonna use the 141 from the Pink collection. This is what it looks like. It's kind of dense. And it's bigger than what I would normally use for like in my crease to deepen it up. But we're gonna go into the shade I'm Into It, which is the darkest shade in the palette right there. It's like a reddish chocolate brown. Wow, this brush is really big. And we're going to use that to deepen up the crease in the outer V area. Yeah, this brush is really kind of big, and putting the product where I don't want it to be. The shape is a little odd and difficult to work with. So I'm gonna switch to another brush here in a second, but I'll use this initially to kind of get it placed on there. Oh yeah, this brush. Yeah, this brush is not it for this. It'll be good for the lid, or like blending out a cream base on your lid if you do that, but not for what I need it for. So let me grab another brush that I've been using. This is the BH Cosmetics, and it's my Rare number 6 brush. Same shade, just different brush. I'm gonna go into the crease with this shade. Use this brush to blend out what we've already got. Okay, that's much better. I'm really blending out the edges. With this same brush, I'm gonna go into the first shade called Swiss Chocolate. I'm gonna blend out the edges with that just to soften it a little bit more. Not much, it's pretty well blended already, just to soften up those edges a little bit more. Going back into I'm Into It, the darker shade. And I'm kind of just making the shape, I'm winging it out just a little bit, just so that the sides match, the shape is the same. There we go. All right, now for the lid. We're gonna go in with the shade called Amber Lights. It's this beautiful gold right there. I'm gonna use my finger to apply it to my lid, and then we'll go in with a brush. It's really, really pretty. And we're gonna do kind of like a half cut crease, I think, with the shade. It's really pretty easy to apply. Like I said, it's going to be a very neutral look. You're going to see where I add the green in, though, for a pop of color. Pop of color. I feel like I did this look, a very similar look with this palette not too long ago. Might have been last week, Saturday. I can't remember. All right, so that's it applied with my finger, but we're going to go in and sharpen stuff up. Ooh, yeah, I got another one of these little brushes that I love. So this is a BH Cosmetics 142 brush. It's supposed to be a lip brush, I think, listed on the packaging. You're supposed to use it for your lips. But I like to use it for my inner corner and for like cutting my crease. So this is going to be like a very soft cut crease because it's not going to be super intense. Like you see that line that I'm making? It's very soft. I'm literally just following the natural shape of my eye and what is already there. You see that? Boom, that is so pretty. The shade is really pretty. And if there's anywhere you see needs more shadow, I just like to use a little brush like this just to do detail work. Make sure I get it all the way down to my lash line as well. That's another thing these little brushes are great for. Okay. This one looks a little bit more intense than this one, like the line, the actual cut of the crease looks a little more intense. So I'm just going over this one again with a little bit more product. I need to request off work. That's something I need to do. I'm like, there's something I need to do. I need to request off school for Friday. My mom's graduating from college. So I need to make sure that I can not go to school that day. Oh no, if that's testing, then ooh. All right, so I'm just taking the dark shade. I think it's called I'm Into It. Even more, but I like it the way that it looks now. Brooke just tried to call me. I don't know who that would be other than my grandmother, but I have her number saved in my phone and grandma didn't pop up. The word grandma didn't pop up, so I'm not going to answer that. Boom, this is so pretty. All right, so with this brush, I am going to wipe it off. I'm going to go into the shade Swiss Chocolate, that lighter transition shade, the first shade we use. I'm just going to lightly blend around the edges of this look. Just to make sure everything is all good. It's really pretty. Why does this crease look, this crease is like so clean. This one is like, it's not as clean. It's not as sharp. I don't know why. I don't know what to do, bruh. I'm about to just leave it alone. It doesn't really bother me that much. But at the same time, it's like, why is this one like super sharp and this one's like not as sharp? I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps. That's fine. So for my inner corner, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter that's on my face for my inner corner, so that we have that green peeking through in my inner corner to go bring in the whole green highlighter. Oh wait, I need that palette so I can do my lower lash line. For my lower lash line, I'm just gonna use I'm Into It, the dark shade. Let me do that first. Using this same little brush that's supposed to be for lips. Got it packed on the tip there. It's very firm, which is why I say it's good for doing a cut crease. I don't really want too much on my lower lash line, so just literally just kind of smudging this across it. Keeping it really close to my eye. I don't want it to be too smoked out either. What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? Oh, we danced this song in class with my kindergartners in first grade. And it goes, it's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout, ole, ole. Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout, ole, ole. It's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout, ole, ole. It's really cute. It was so cute. And they really liked it because they got to shout. And I was like, you can shout as loud as you want. Just no screaming. And they were like so excited, you know. It was exciting for me too. Like shouting, it helps you. It's a good stress reliever, you know, when it's appropriate shouting. When you're not like shouting explicit language, you know, you're shouting ole, you know. Get your energy out, get your excitement out, get your anger out. So it was like healthy for me to shout with them too. They didn't know all that. Okay, so I'm just making sure that it's connected to kind of my outer corner. The dark shade, I'm Into It, making sure that it's connected on the outer corner. My lower lash line to the shadow. That looks really, really good. We just need to finish up the inner corner. Same brush, wiping it off yet again on the tissue. Put that back. Taking the highlighter, Topaz Flashes Guilt. I'm gonna put that into my inner corner. Using the same little brush, and we're gonna use this brush for something else as well, to add even more green to this eye look. Okay. This might not be the best brush for the inner corner. I usually use something that's a little softer. It's just so dense, but it's working. I like to take my inner corner into my lower lash line color a little bit, and kind of into my eyelid shadow a little bit, just so everything like blends seamlessly. It just transitions from one thing to the next. It's not harsh. Yes, this is really pretty. I like last minute thought of this look like right before I filmed it. I was like, I'm gonna use that highlighter in the look today to add green, and I'm just gonna do a red lip and keep the eye pretty neutral. So I didn't want to do anything complicated. I've been really wanting to do all these nice pretty blue looks that everyone's doing, but because it's Cinco de Mayo, I was like, let me do something with green and red. That kind of like is fun. It goes with the Mexican flag to celebrate their victory. Yes, this is pretty. This is coming out better than I thought it would. Really happy with that. And to add even more green to the look, we're gonna go into this Amrezy palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Could have used her highlighter today. I thought about that too. And we're gonna take the shade Emerald, and I'm gonna apply that to my upper lash line, kind of like an eyeliner, using this brush. If you want to make it even more like an eyeliner, you could dampen your brush. I'm going to see how it works dry though, and then I might dampen it. But I'm literally just going to smudge this along my upper lash line. And because this brush is so dense, it's really perfect for this. Anything where you need like a precise line, like a cut crease, lip for your lips is what it's for eyeliner. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm loving this look. I'm just keeping it really close. Look at that. That is so pretty to me. And I feel like it's really going to help bring out my brown eyes as well. Emerald green is also my favorite color of green. Green is my favorite color, but it's my favorite shade of green is emerald. So I was excited when I thought about using this shadow for this look. And I'm taking it across the entire upper lash line. I started a little thicker on the outside and I made it as thin as possible when I got towards the inner tear duct. Wow, that makes a difference and it looks really pretty. Now for this eye. Now if I had a green liquid liner, I would just do green liquid liner, but I don't have a dark green liquid liner like the color in the Mexican flag. I don't know if you hear Nola sighing, she's laying on my bed. Even though I have the door open so she can go to her little favorite spot on the back porch, she can go in the kitchen, she can do whatever she wants, but she's choosing to watch me on the bed. Hey Nola June, baby, you sweet girl. You okay, mommy? You okay? I love you. She winked at me. She winks. She was a very smart dog. A little too smart. Too smart. She's a little too smart sometimes. Ooh. I'm so glad like my acne is starting to go away. That was on my face. It was a lot going on. But it's starting to finally like disappear. It's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout ole. It's Cinco de Mayo today. One of the black kids in one of my classes, he called me out. He was like, I was about to say Charisse. He don't know my first name. He was like, Miss Ishman, how do you know so much like Spanish stuff? That's what he said. And I was like, I do my research. I do my research. And I was like, just like during Black History Month, I told you about all these different black musicians and stuff and like where certain music came from or like who inspired or artists of today, like what black artists from the past inspired artists from today. It's like just as much as I know about black stuff, I try to learn about the other cultures that are in my classroom so that they feel included and they feel important. I was like, all you have to do is research and talk to people, because I ask my students, like, who do you listen to? Like, do you listen to J Balvin? Do you listen to Bad Bunny? Like, I ask what's popular to them because I want to know about those people too, so that I can play some of their music or their beats to their songs and stuff, because I just want everyone to feel included in my classroom. That's something that's very, very important to me. I want everyone to feel included, and I want them to know that their culture and their heritage is valued in my class. And when their days, their celebrations, their holidays and stuff come up, let me know and I will talk about it. Just like when Black History Month comes up, we go all out. And I've made it a point to like learn different Spanish phrases and different Spanish slang and different things that are relevant to them, to the age group I'm teaching. And a little silly stuff like, I literally, like I say a lot when there's specific students that are acting out in my class. I'm like, do I need to call your mother and tell her that she needs to get the chancla on you? And they're like, how do you know about the chancla? And I'm like, your friends told me about the chancla. Chancla is like the belt, which they get the belt too. So, but like the chancla is really funny. I think the word chancla is funny. It literally means sandal. All right, so I'm done with the eyeshadow. I love this green. This pop-up green is really pretty. Again, it was from this palette, and it's called Emerald. It's that green right there. And it goes, oh, this look goes really nice with my bonnet. Hey Toya, yeah, I like learning about new cultures too. Like that's why I really love anthropology. Like I was hardcore considering getting a master's in ethnomusicology, but like I'm not really trying to be in any more debt from going to school, and the area I want to study is Oceania, and there's still cannibalism in some parts of Oceania, and me being black, and how many different dialects and languages they speak out in those parts of the world. It would just be an extreme struggle, and it's a struggle that I don't want to have. But yeah, I love like anthropology, I love ethnomusicology. I love learning about other cultures. Like, I could be an anthropologist for reals if I wanted to. I'm now going in with mascara. I'm using the Tarte Maneater mascara. I think it's on its last leg. Here, I might throw it out today. I'm gonna give it until, what month is it? It's May? I'm gonna give it till the last day of school and it's going out. It's working okay. So now that I put on mascara, like you can hardly see the green little smudge outliner that I did, but that's okay. I can still see it. Like you just have to pay attention to the details of my makeup. You gotta get kind of close to me. But it's coming out really good. I just need to figure out what time it is because like I said, I need to eat before I go to work. I already know what I want to wear. And if I'm gonna do my hair, you know, I might just wear this bonnet because it's a look in my opinion. Not really for Cinco de Mayo kind of look, but yeah, it matches really perfectly. Okay, mascara. Yeah, it's on its like last leg. Still working great, but just not as juicy as it once was. I really like this like wand because you don't get clumps with it. It's like that hard rubber short bristle wand. And it really like grabs each and every single lash, even the tiny lashes like towards the inner corner of your eye. So I'm just gonna go in with a few coats of this mascara. I'm gonna let it dry and then like layer it up to really build my lashes up. So I don't really do false lashes like that. I thought about wearing false lashes today, but no. It's not. It's just not my thing. Plus, I have decent lashes. Like, I have pretty good lashes, so I feel like if I just really go in with mascara, I get a similar effect, like a more natural lash effect. I'm also going to put this onto my lower lashes. So my music has stopped yet again. I don't know why. I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm almost done. Then I need to figure out what time it is. Hold on, let me find out what time it is. It's 12:42. I have to be at work at 2. So we are on track. to leave on time. What did I say I wanted to eat? I'm between Zaxby's and Starbucks. I kind of want Zaxby's, but I kind of want some coffee too. Well, if I get Dr. Pepper, that can be a substitute for coffee. Even though coffee doesn't really give me energy, it's more of like a comfort thing for me. To be honest. So yeah, Zaxby's is also right down the road, but I can't eat Zaxby's and drive because I really want a salad. Look at me just talking to y'all about like my plan for life. I really just want like hot sauce. I crave hot sauce. Isn't that like crazy? I have it in my house too. I think I want a salad roll, but I'm gonna get the chicken. Instead of getting Caesar dressing, I'm gonna have them put Wimpy on it. Or I'll ask for Wimpy instead of putting Caesar dressing on it. I'll put the Wimpy on it. Like a salad with hot sauce dressing. I know it sounds so unhealthy because it is, but it's so good. If you like spicy stuff, and I like spicy stuff. You know, since living here, I haven't really had any like true good seafood except for I went to an oyster roast at a band parent's home, and that was my first time ever eating oysters, and I actually really like cooked oysters with hot sauce or some salt that they put on it too. Whatever they did. Butter, the butter stuff. That was good. That was really good. But I'm not really like a seafood person. Like, it's not my thing. But I feel like before I leave here, since I'm right next to the ocean, I should get some seafood. All right, I am satisfied with the eye look. I'm satisfied with the mascara. I think it looks really, really pretty. So now we can do lips, and then we're done with this look. Definitely. Yep. It came out better than I thought it would. For my lips, I already know what I want to do. I had on the Ulta lip oil. Oh, sorry, I gotta stretch. Lip oil in a coconut scent. Look at that eyeshadow. I don't really do cut creases. I didn't really do it properly because I have sort of hooded eyes, but when I look down, you can see how pretty it is. Oh, what was I talking about? I had on the Ulta lip oil in coconut. Their juice infused lip oil in coconut during this whole video. I put on a very light layer so that it could soak into my lips during the video. And we're going to use the shade Sassy from the Ellery times ColourPop. It's an ultra matte lip. And then I'm going to put Lady Balls in the center to kind of brighten up the red. I don't want it to be too bright, but I don't want it to be as dark as this. So we're going to like create our own. Yeah. This is a look. Okay. Just trying to get my lips symmetrical. Ugh. Could have messed it up. There we go. Smooth it out. I do kind of like overlap my bottom lip. Like I go all the way down to, you know, there's like the brown part. You know what I'm talking about? I go all the way over that. So I guess you could say I overlap my bottom lip. At the top, I usually stay in the line. So now I'm taking lady balls in the center. You can see it's a lot brighter. These two mixed together is pretty. It's kind of ombre. This is, oh, I'm living for this. This is really pretty. Oh. So now I'm just like being a mixologist with my lips. Yes, this is so pretty. Hey, Nola. This is a look, guys. I love the way it came out. It looks so good. Now I need to get dressed in my all black everything and head to Ota. Hey, Nola, come on. Oh, good girl. Let me show y'all Nola. See pretty Nola? Hey, Nola. What's she looking like? You got snacks? Nola, I ain't got no treats. Oh, look at those ears perk up. You like that word, don't you, Nola? Well, this is my look. Let me show y'all natural light. This is in my bathroom. I turned off the bathroom light, and it's just my light that I have for extra lighting. This is outside the bathroom in my bedroom. And we're going to the living room. Hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.